Right, this is my 70-second Wi-Fi battle against Metroid from ONM, and this is our roulette match. If you're unfamiliar with what a roulette is, pretty much you just count up all the Pokemon that would be usable for the match. For example, say if we had an Ubers one, we wouldn't call it Ubers. If we're just having overuse, we'll just count overuse. If we're underuse, it's just count underuse. And say I had like 30, he'll just give me 6 random numbers, one between 6, and I'll use them. But the first number he says will be my lead, so if he said 16 was to be first, and now number 16 was Tentacruel. I'll have to go for the Tentacruel, even if I did have some like low punny out, I wouldn't be able to change it to be the lead. So yeah, he gets a Ninjask as you see here. I get a Tentacruel. We both subbed up, we both saw our stance, then we're both attacking. And I get a random crit that made no difference whatsoever there. Actually, maybe I did. Maybe it was completely game changing. Not really, but yeah. So he just subs up again. I'm thinking he probably will sub up again, and I'll just waterfall. As I doubt he's really going to be able to get Baton Pass a free sub out to anything. So I just need to try to keep attacking. Maybe I could try to predict when he Baton Passes and get my own sub up so I could be protected. But the good thing as well is that he only has the X as an attack, which I resist, and I'm not too sure how Eevee I can't even speak today. I don't know how Eevee does Tentacruel. For the looks of it, it does have max HP or quite a lot of HP. I'm guessing it may be max HP and max attack, max HP and some speed in attack. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's not got max HP, maybe it's got a lot of HP but not max. But yeah, I don't think an X scissor from him would take me out, and if he did try that, I'll take him down with a waterfall. So he's obviously not wanting to do that. So he goes for the sub again, and waterfalls is going to keep taking it out. The only problem is when he bam passes out, he's got to bat pass out to something that could take a waterfall, if he predicts the attack. So yeah, he bat passes here. I think I was close to going for a sub, decided I'll just attack again, and he goes out to Altaria. And see how much that waterfall did? I think a poison jab still might have not KO'd. It probably would have made Life Orb KO him, but yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. So he goes straight in for the Outrage. That takes Tentacruel out, which I was quite sad about, as I wanted to try to use Tentacruel later on in the match, but never mind. So I've got my Expert now, so I'm pretty confident I can live this Outrage, even though it's Sword Stance and Life Orb, as well as that this Altaria mean of not being read or suited, or it may not be a set properly done for by even Baton Pass 2, I don't know. By experience it will take it out, so it's quite good. So he goes to Magnezone and he magnetizes, so obviously I can't go for the Earthquake now, which would probably KO. Unlucky for me, he doesn't have some random like Hidden Power Grass. So here is just Ninjas versus Tentacruel again, apart from if it's a giant magnet and a giant mudkip instead of a random squid and a very fast floating flying bug thing. So I'm just going to keep surfing, he's going to keep hitting power and icing me. I do a few random protects, maybe use protect already, I can't remember. Not use protect here, just to get some more leftovers. Not particularly anything game changing, but guess it's good just to have the extra amount of leftovers. And yeah, so there mustn't really be much he can do to me, and he must not be able to switch anything into a surf. But he may also just be using Magnus on his fodder just to try and weaken me down a bit with hidden power ice. But yeah. So he's still just going for the hidden power, hidden power, hidden power, and power, and roughly 50% now. Actually, I'm a bit below it, aren't I? Maybe after leftovers I've reached 200, not sure. 179, 204, over half, just. So he brings Ninjaskin again, I'm not too sure it's... Oh yeah, go to Hirayama, as I know I could take the X-Scissor if you went for that. If you went for a sub, that's fine. As if you Baton Passes, I'll just Whirlwind anyway, which I do next. After more and more leftovers. So he decides to set a sub probably to Scout, seeing what I'm going to go for, and I just Whirlwind, as I don't want him to Baton Pass anything else. But he gets whirlwinded out to the Blissey, and that's just not good for me at all. So he Thunderwaves, and I really need to get a Guts Hirayamas. The amount of status here, the Hirayamas I use get, the Guts boost would be extremely useful. So he just starts seismic tossing. I go for knockoff as getting rid of Blissey's leftovers is pretty good considering how much HP it has and how much it's going to end up healing every turn. So he starts sizing to some more. He's probably got about maybe three more with leftovers. So yeah, I go for the first palm, and that sadly only does about 50%, which I was quite disappointed in, as Blissey doesn't have the best defenses. It's a stab super effective move. Got fairly, it's got Hariyama's got pretty good base attack. I've not given it max attack, but yeah, it's kind of evil. So he lives there on a low amount of HP, and maybe with Blissey standards, it's maybe about 50 or something, and he soft bios up, and I just force palm again, and once again he just doesn't die. Blissey's can never die. They always live and live and live, and you can't even see the HP there. Who knows how much he lived on there. But I get the power hacks now, and he's actually still faster. Actually, I think with a speed tie, I'll outspeed him next turn. So he soft boils up, and I went for the ice punch for some reason, predicting a switch. I don't know why you would switch at this point. Oh yeah, I guess to get rid of the paralyze and hopefully soft boil later. So, yeah, I won the speed tie this time, and I'm able to take the Blissey down with the first palm. So it's quite good, as Blissey could have been quite problematic. I'm surprised I never actually brought that in swampert. I guess as well as that I do have Earthquake, so do decent amount to Blissey anyway. But maybe they didn't really want to use Blissey that much anyway because of what kind of Pokemon it is. And yeah. So he goes to Venom up in his Psychics, and I kind of forgot about Tinted Lens, so I didn't expect him to do too much, but he almost KOs Mesprit there, and I go for Stealth Rock. I should have went for a Thunder Wave, then a Stealth Rock, as I would have outspent next turn, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I can't remember exactly if it was Specs or Scarf. I was thinking that because he never killed Mesprit, he may be Scarf. So I go Ampharos, hoping I can level Psychic and set up the Light Screen, but he goes to Electivire. So this is his Swampert. I'm pretty sure he could take the Earthquake, and he does pretty well. Does just under 100, maybe about 90 damage there. So he switches out and goes to Ninjas, probably as Death Fodder, actually as Death Fodder, as it didn't matter what move I went for, he would still go down. I went for Protectors to get more leftovers, as this is what the Swampert does. It protects, and it protects, and it protects. And once again, it protects. He goes for the Bug Buzz, and yeah. He bug buzzes and actually doesn't do as much as I thought, so I'm thinking he may have been scarfed, or maybe this is a pretty special defensive Swampert I've got, I can't remember. But Swarf, yes, Swampert or Swarf. Surf actually doesn't KO either, he lives on like the same amount of HP Blissey did, or probably more the same percentage as Blissey, when you can't even see its HP, so it's still got like 100. So yeah, he fails the Kimmy just, and I guess that's good that this protects I spammed earlier did come in use for leftover recovery. So he switches in Electivire. I'm not going to bother protecting as he'll take me down anyway, I'll just be wasting a random turn. The Earthquakes, it takes me out. Life Screen goes away, which makes no difference now. I bring in my last guy, Leafeon and Leaf Blade. And I really like Leafeon, as it just seems to be able do a hell of a lot of damage to a lot of things. So yeah, that was a good game there, mate. I really like having roulettes. As long as the teams aren't too biased in that, say I got a lot of crappy mon, you got a lot of good ones, or I got a lot of good ones and you got a lot of crap. But it was kind of even there, so I get a few random overuse and underuse each. So yeah, rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.